What is it about the classic Star Wars characters that still hits different? I think most of you will agree, no matter how many new shows, new Jedi, new villains we get, nothing evokes more love and respect than the characters from George Lucas' original films. Even when new projects turn out controversial or even disappointing, we can still watch good old Anakin or Obi-Wan endlessly like fire and water. We just don't get tired of them, and now both of them are coming back in a big way. Months ago we found out about Anakin returning in Ahsoka Season 2, and this is not just a cameo. Hayden Christensen reportedly spent 3 months on set. That means real screen time, a real role, and most likely we'll see his story continue as a Force Ghost. So yes, Anakin is back, but there is even a bigger surprise. Obi-Wan Kenobi is also returning, and not just in one project, but in 2. According to insider Daniel Reitman, Lucasfilm is preparing a full return for Obi-Wan in the second season of Obi-Wan Kenobi and the second season of Ahsoka. And today we are going to break down everything that's known and talk about whether this is something amazing or something we should be worried about. But before we go further, if you love Star Wars as much as I do, I would really appreciate if you leave a subscribe on the channel, because I'm a fan just like you, and here we discuss the most interesting news from a galaxy far, far away, but also about other cinematic universes. Now let's be honest, for a moment back in 2022, we were all extremely excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi. We thought it would be epic, we thought it would feel like Revenge of the Sith level storytelling, and in the end, we got a mediocre project. The visuals were weak in places, the plot wasn't nearly as powerful as it could have been. The only great moment were the flashbacks with Anakin and that final emotional dialogue between Kenobi and Vader. That was special. But overall, many fans, including myself, were a little bit disappointed, and yet we still want a second season. But the only question is why? If season 2 follows a similar spiritual journey to what Yoda experienced in the Clone Wars, studying immortality with Qui-Gon Jinn, then we could get new planets, Force visions, memories from Kenobi's past, encounters with key characters from his life, a deeper exploration of the Force himself. There is almost a decade between the first season of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Episode 4. That's a lot of story, and if done right, it could fix everything. This kind of storytelling could make this one of the best Star Wars projects in years. It wouldn't erase season 1, but it could finally give it a meaning. Now let's talk about the production behind the scenes. Ewan McGregor has confirmed that he has discussed returning with Lucasfilm, and apparently the company is interested, especially since season 1 became the most watched Disney Plus project of 2022. And according to Daniel Reitman, season 2 is already in early development. No filming yet, no full creative team announced, ideas are still being sketched, but development has begun. Details are being kept secret though. There are also speculation that season 2 of Obi-Wan could work similarly to the second season of Andor, gradually leading Obi-Wan directly into the events of the original trilogy. Speaking of Andor, Ewan McGregor recently said he watched both seasons and loved them. And here's something funny, he was actually hoping for a third season of Andor so he could appear as Obi-Wan in that series as well. But then he found out there would not be a season 3. Still, that shows us that McGregor clearly wants back in. And Lucasfilm might be giving him exactly what he wanted, because in Ahsoka season 2, Obi-Wan will reportedly appear as General Kenobi from the Clone Wars. Yes, I'm talking about Obi-Wan back in his armor, short hair, fighting alongside Anakin, Ahsoka and Rex. Ewan McGregor has said multiple times he wants to play that version of Obi-Wan, and now it looks like it's happening. There are also rumors that Obi-Wan may appear not just in flashbacks, but also as a Force Ghost, just like Anakin, which means we could see a General Kenobi and a Force Ghost Kenobi in the same season. So overall, Obi-Wan is fully returning to the Star Wars universe for multiple years. Is that a good thing though? Honestly, yes. Ewan McGregor is charismatic, his Obi-Wan is iconic, and the character is essential to the Star Wars universe. His return makes sense. It doesn't feel forced, it feels logical. But there is one big concern. We have already seen what season 1 looked like, and there is always the risk that season 2 will be just as mediocre. Lucasfilm might think, we made a lot of money with minimal investment, why change anything? And that's what we don't want. We imagine epic storytelling, deep Force lore, emotional journeys, but what if we get another safe small-scale project? That's the fear. In the end, of course, I'm excited about this news, but I'm also cautious. That's how being a Star Wars fan feels nowadays. We hope for the best, but we prepare for the worst. And we'll be there either way, because at the end of the day, it's Obi-Wan freaking Kenobi, one of the best ever written characters in history.